We've all been there, right? Tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling, just wishing for sleep to come. But what happens when one bad night turns into every night? Well, today we're diving deep into insomnia. And trust me, it's a whole lot more serious than just feeling a little groggy the next day. So let me just ask you straight up, did you sleep well last night? And I mean, really sleep well. Because for so many people, the answer is, well, it's complicated. You see, you can be in bed for 8 hours and still wake up feeling completely exhausted. And this leads to one of the most frustrating things for anyone dealing with insomnia. Your partner might say something like, "What are you talking about? Every time I looked over, you were sound asleep." It just shows you this huge gap between what insomnia looks like from the outside and what it actually feels like on the inside. So let's get our terms straight. Insomnia isn't just about being awake. Yeah, it can be that. It can also be waking up over and over again, but there's this third, really crucial part: non-restorative sleep. In Vietnamese, they call it ngủ lơ mơ. Think of it as junk sleep. You're not really awake, but you're not really resting either. Your brain's just idling. It's not getting the deep recharge it desperately needs. And this can get really severe. Just to give you an idea, there was a case of a 42-year-old teacher who for 3 solid months was only getting 1 to 2 hours of sleep a night. And this was after seeking treatment. It just shows how incredibly persistent and debilitating this condition can be. And that's where we get to the real heart of the issue. See, when insomnia gets a foothold, it doesn't just stay a sleep problem. It starts this dangerous, vicious cycle that can really drag down every other part of your life. It's a feedback loop from hell, basically. It starts with some stress or anxiety, right? That makes it hard to sleep. But then, not sleeping makes your mental health worse. You get more anxious, maybe a little depressed. And what does that do? It creates even more stress, which, you guessed it, makes the insomnia even worse. It's like a hamster wheel you just can't get off of. The statistics on this are just wow. People who have chronic insomnia are nearly 4 times more likely to develop depression than people who sleep just fine. Let that sink in. 4 times. It's a massive, undeniable link between our sleep and our mental state. And okay, this is so important to understand. This goes way, way beyond just feeling tired or blue. We're talking about serious physical consequences. Chronic insomnia is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, and diabetes. It's even connected to things like Parkinson's. And on top of all that, it just crushes your immune system, making you vulnerable to everything else. So we've established just how serious this is. The logical next question is, why? Why does this happen? And to get to that, we need to dig for the root cause. This is where different schools of medicine have some really different and really interesting ideas. You can really see the two different mindsets here. Modern Western medicine often points to things like stress, other diseases, your lifestyle, or maybe hormones. But traditional medicine, it looks inward. It sees insomnia as a sign that something deeper is out of whack, an imbalance in your internal organ systems, or what they call tangfu, or maybe a blockage of your vital energy and blood, the qi. And here's where it gets really fascinating. In traditional medicine, insomnia isn't just one thing. It's a symptom that could point to one of at least 4 different internal imbalances. And figuring out which one is your specific problem is the absolute key to finding a treatment that actually works. Okay, let's just walk through this because it makes so much sense. So let's say your main problem is just falling asleep. You're tired all the time, maybe have weird dreams. That could be heart and spleen deficiency tied to worry and overthinking. But what if you fall asleep fine, but you wake up a lot and you're just irritable? That could be liver fire, which is all about stress and frustration. Then there's heart and kidney disharmony, which often happens as we age. You wake up in the night, maybe get night sweats. And finally, if you just feel restless and foggy with a heavy head, that could be phlegm heat, often linked to a diet with too much rich, greasy food. See, they all present as insomnia, but they're coming from totally different places. All right, so we've looked at the pretty scary consequences and the really complex causes. Now for the good part. Let's talk about the way out of this mess. The good news is, there are very clear paths to getting your sleep back on track. And if you take one thing away from this, let it be this: a one-size-fits-all approach is almost guaranteed to fail. Just popping a sleeping pill is like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. True, Lasting relief only comes from finding that specific root cause and treating that.
Now, no matter what the cause is, everyone has to start with the basics. This is your foundation. We call it sleep hygiene, and it's non-negotiable. Go to bed and wake up at the same time. Yes, even on weekends. Make your bedroom a cave. Dark, quiet, cool. And please, cut out the afternoon coffee. Create a routine that tells your body, hey, it's time to wind down now.
Now, for those more specific root causes, traditional medicine has a whole toolbox of treatments. Things like acupuncture and acupressure can help rebalance your body's energy. There are custom herbal formulas designed specifically for, say, liver fire or heart and spleen deficiency. And even simple things like yoga, meditation, or a warm foot soak at night can work wonders to help your body remember its natural rhythm. So, I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. Your sleep isn't just something that happens to you. It's an active report card on your overall health. It's a message from your body. So if your sleep is consistently bad, it's telling you that something, somewhere, is out of balance. The real question is, what's your sleep trying to tell you?
Health is the most precious gift. If this video helped you or someone you love, please like, subscribe, and share so more families can stay safe and healthy.